we just don't know. But obviously, with someone that's got 2 years left for a contract, that's very concerning because it's very rare someone does that, and if it does, it's not necessarily for good reasons. But then again, it could be for good reasons, but normally when you're doing that, it's normally not the case. But there are always exceptions to every rule. So just because it was right the first time or wrong the first time, doesn't necessarily mean it can. It doesn't mean it can't go the other way. If that makes any sense. He went to port because of family. Well, yeah, I mean that's obviously what he says. So we've got to take him at his word. So, um, and that's the thing too. Yeah, maybe the reason could be a family member is sick, or it could be things like that. We just don't know. But as I said, it's not a natural process to have someone with 2 years or more off their contract. There's always going to be something else that's not a natural footy reason for them to be going somewhere. Do you agree with that, Kev?
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean it has to be a bad thing. Like as I said, he mentioned that he wanted to go home for family reasons. I mean, for all we know, he could have a family member that has like cancer at the moment, and if that's the case, obviously that sucks, and obviously we wish him and his family all the best. But again, we just don't know. So, but normally in this scenario, it's always it's never a natural footy reason, if that makes any sense. But obviously, when it comes to things like that, you just hope that whoever's involved is obviously okay and that they're in good health.
Better do something else.
What was the trade for Mason? Actually, he went through free agency, didn't he? Or was it through a trade?
I would think so.
I want to say it's a trade, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, didn't he go for like a third round pick?
Something like that, I think.
Port's future third, apparently. They will finish so high. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Port Adelaide? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Is that going to hold on? Yeah, it does. It's really not. I reckon Finlayson's. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I think he's worth a third round pick, to be honest. You could probably get a late second, but I think because of the family reasons, I think they probably were happy to get rid of him for a third round. Well, not happy to get rid of him, but they thought that a third round was about right, which I think he is personally. Do you agree with that, Kev?
A third round? Yeah. Don't know if he's really worth that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like if it's a second round, it would be a very late second round. get there. Well, Conker's about to have a shot. He's contracted. He'll have family reasons. Yeah, it's still about Bobby, but Hill had family reasons, but like it wasn't. I don't know. I still stand by that. It's probably still a reason you can still use to say that you want to go to a certain place or you want to go back home. But to say that you want to be Brad Hill's babysitter.
That's a bit much.
I don't know. Like I really like. Because the one thing that gets me is that if someone else says that I want to go home, but they're contracted, but then their reason is because they don't want to make it public that say something's happening with the family, like say let's just say someone's unwell within the family and you need like support and things like that, and at least that's a lot more of a better reason.
Yeah.
To me personally, I just don't think saying that I need to, and I don't know if this is just me being harsh or whatever, but like I don't. In terms of what I've been hearing, is that basically he just wants to be like he wants to be the babysitter for Brad Hill's kids, or kid, or what? No, because the kid was like on the way, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah, from memory. I just think that's just a lousy excuse. To me, that's just.
It's still a reason to ask for it. Like, I wouldn't be shunning the person for those reasons. But I think that there are a lot more reasons that you would think that would qualify more, if that makes any sense. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just haven't heard enough. And that's the thing. We're probably not going to anyway, but because like who are we, sort of thing. But again, I still think that letting. But that's the thing, though. We don't know the specifics about Finlayson, so we're not 100% sure on that. But in terms of how they delivered it and how it was all played out, I still feel that in terms of the way that Finlayson did his, was a lot better than what Bobby Hill did his as well. Because Bobby Hill, we didn't know till we were halfway through the trade period at that point. So to say that halfway through he then wanted to get to Essendon, it was sort of just too little, too late, sort of thing. Well, there you go. 2 days to go. You need to give, and that's the thing. That's when it was public knowledge, I guess. But it wouldn't have been much longer than that in terms of when the clubs knew. But he needs to give his club and the club he wants to go to. He needs to give them more time to, so that both clubs can prepare for a trade.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like it's.
No, but that's the thing now. Like Lynch is completely different because we knew that we were always going to shop Lynch, and Lynch knew that too. It's just that Lynch came out and It's just that Lynch came out and said, "Okay, no, I've made my choice, and now I want to go to Hawthorn." That's a completely different scenario. Because I wouldn't have been surprised if the Giants didn't. Because that's the thing, going into the trade period, you need to know who wants to go and who wants to stay. If someone literally tells you with, that when you're 60 to 70% into the trade period itself, it's too late.
Yeah, that's definitely too late. I don't care what anyone says.
They planned it for 2 months. They planned the Chera deal. Well, it's a lot longer than what Hill gave.
Oh, two
And
people
again,
watching
like
the chat.
even
Thank
with
you.
Chera, we don't know. Like I don't, unless there's somebody else knows. I don't know what's going on with Chera either. So, um,
Hey, Tom.
oh yes. Yeah, that probably would have been the choice, but there's probably a reason why he went to Victoria. And yeah, there you go. He probably wants to be with his girlfriend. They're probably, there might be every chance they may marry each other at some point, and then they're probably going to want to buy a house somewhere. And he probably reckons, because he's from Victoria as well, they probably want to, have their life in Victoria. There's nothing wrong with that. And he obviously gave the club enough time to say, hey, I'm going to Victoria. Chose Carlton because, again, the girlfriend is a Carlton supporter.
That's a bit
Again,
soft.
but at least he was upfront and honest. And at least, like, everyone... The reason might be a bit weird, but at least it was done in a professional manner. He didn't move there to be with his girlfriend. Yeah, he was originally Victorian himself. Yeah, wasn't Melbourne the other team that he was looking to go to?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if Richmond had any interest. Well, maybe they could have. I don't know. Yeah. So was Richmond another team that wanted Chera? Well, I guess any team in Victoria would want Chera, to be honest.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Again, if we didn't have the beams trade, we probably would have, because we would have had the money, and we probably would have we probably would have made finals as well too, and we would have been a powerhouse. But because Eddie can't keep his fanboyism to himself, and I mean we've gone over this way too many times. But yeah, if there was anyone decent that you wanted to get, because Eddie did that deal with Dean Beams, that's the reason why we don't have guys like either Tom Lynch or Adam Chera at the club. Yeah, well, no, if it's only one video, there probably wasn't much to go off. And there had been the rumours of him going to Carlton were there for a while, so him going to Carlton was obviously the more realistic option. Speaking of Chera,
Yo, what's up, Brody?
are you streaming at the moment too?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Alright. Alright, all good.
Back to the hub. I'll be back, guys. I just bloody cold.
Oh, surely you gotta punch that. Oh no. Alright. Alright, so just so that everybody knows, I do have chats with both streams, so regardless on where you chat your, like, whatever you type your comments in the chat, I'll be able to see it. So, yeah, I'll obviously get on to Brody. Yeah, nah, mate, it's all good, like, um, yeah, if you gotta do those things, you gotta do those things, so, yeah, no stress over here, it's all good, mate. So, as long as you're tuning in, watching the stream, supporting whenever you can, that's all I ask. And also to make sure that you're enjoying yourselves at the same time too. Um, why didn't we show interest? Well, in Chera, because we probably didn't have any draft capital, or we probably didn't have the cash to pay his worth. That's probably why. Um, oh, Brody, if you have a main channel and stuff that you put content on, make sure to let me know and I'll sub to it. Score, yeah, oh, yeah, I've just looked at it now. I think this is on normal though, or this is on Is it senior or what's the one below senior? Oh, okay, fair enough. Brayshaw, is that a goal? Oh, you bet it is. There we go, 100 up. I post April edits and other sports edits. Oh, fair enough. Oh, good work. Oh, we got someone in there. Yes, good. Oh, dropped it. Oh, no, why did you do that? Come on, get there, Taverna. Yes.
Hi, Sharon.
Surely you think you can kick this. There we go. What's he
Okay.
saying now?
Also, I gotta check up who else is online.
Oh no, it's gonna go for a goal. Oh. What's the 64? What's all that about?
64 what?
I don't know. Apparently, North was it North was saying that timing out because he was talking about 64. So I don't know if that's a reference to something or
I'm not
what said it.
100% sure. I'll check.
Yeah, no, it only resets apparently. Yeah, it doesn't add on to it. So if you time someone out, it just resets it to 300 seconds, not adds on. 64 was the.
Hi,
Okay, so
IG
is it just.
Franco.
So it's definitely a troll thing then. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of spamming going on.
Yeah, but it's like when it said like just 64, it's like okay, what is that reference? Because I mean, because we do gaming on here, I mean, he could be referencing Nintendo 64, but especially when you have you've got someone new in your chat. When you have something as blatant as that, it's normally more often than not, it's normally something trollish rather than something that's innocent. There we go. Yeah, no, it definitely was more trolling for sure. Yeah, if there's things like that North, make sure if he keeps on doing it, I don't mind you timing him out. It's always best to time someone out first because just in case if they do want to turn around and not be a troll, then I guess we need to give him that opportunity. But if he does keep spamming it, you can hide him if you want. But yeah, just make sure to not be too heavy on the hide button. But then again, if people like that, they're going to come in, they're just going to keep going until they do get hidden. So obviously, just take it as each account comes. But try to, if you can, try to use the timing out button more than hiding. But yeah, if it's just going to be a troll that's just in here just a troll, then yeah, once we can figure out what the person is trying to do, then yeah, we can just hide him if he's just here for the troll. So if someone gets timed out for 30 seconds. Oh yeah, no, we answered that. Yeah, no, it's not 300 seconds. It's sorry, it's not 600 seconds. It's just whenever you time someone out, if they've already been timed out, they just reset that back to 300.
Yeah,
So if it's been
unfortunately.
say 100 seconds, it just resets it back to 300. So in the end, if that's the case, he would be timed out, or the person would be timed out for 400 seconds, but it doesn't add on.
Pretty much.
Um, well, I think I've got the derby on now.
Oh, Gicha.
What's that?
Oh, Tom saw a fake Bella last night.
Was it actual like Bella's name, or was it like a
I assume it was
obvious
Bella's
troll
name.
name? Yeah, but sometimes when it's things like that, mate, it's pretty messed up. Like you shouldn't be joking about things like that, especially when when it comes to this stream, there was no context in terms of using that, and it is pretty, for the
Oh,
people
okay.
and
There was
and
a
their
Bella
families that
calling with
went through
Magpie's
war.
one with a different picture.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's... Was it on my stream or someone
What's his?
else's
Sorry.
stream?
No. There's a dude. There was a dude that spoke about apparently there was a big event, and apparently a whole bunch of people died and stuff, and apparently he was joking about it. There was, I think that was what the 64 was. There was like 64 deaths or something, which is not funny at all. Because I mean, mate, you can still stay in the stream, but yeah, just know that things like that, it's not funny. Because that's also, a lot of families are going through tough times with, COVID, let alone like things like that. And I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing about it. But the fact that that's 64 people have died. That's not funny.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, so just for future purposes, I don't mind it if you just time them out and just give them a bit of a break. But if they're spamming it like heavy, or if they're trolling heavy on it, then just hide them at that point. Because I'm happy to give like first warnings, so that can just be a timeout. But after that, if it's clear that they're just there just to troll and do their thing, then just hide them after that. Because you shouldn't be joking about that stuff. It's not.
No, if you do, you're fucking idiot.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Because the most ironic part about all that is that they will then be put in a situation where they'll have a family member or someone that they care about, won't be well. But then they'll be the ones to, where was your respect when people were, unwell and things like that? So it goes both ways.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how someone could like say that, but then say the same thing happens back at them, and then they get surprised that people aren't showing them support or things like that, and it's like, well, it's a two-way street. If you've seen AFL videos recently, you've probably seen people spam being chilling in the comments, and it has a connection. Well, that's the thing. If there is anything like what was being trolled before, at least let me know in the chat when it does pop up, because yeah, I'm not gonna be knowing things like that.
Good, Devon.
Oh. Oh, Andy Bracewell's about to kick a goal. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand like how people can just look at that and just like laugh at it. Like, there are ways where people do cope and people can cope in different ways, but like, especially when it's as blatant as that, like, I don't understand that, like, why you would go and just bring it all up.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have dinner. I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Alright, all good, mate. Because it's been memed. Oh, okay, so because it's been memed, it's come to light again, and it's like more current now, I guess. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Because I know roughly a little bit about like what's going on with like Star Wars and how they've had to like change like movie posters and things like that. Like that, I'm not fully aware of, but I know that that's been a thing of like what they've been doing in China. But because like for someone like myself, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Not fan of some of their later stuff, but oh well. Um, yeah, so I know roughly what's going on with China and that, but that's about it. Linksy, if you just missed, you probably just missed Kev. He's gone off to have some dinner, so he'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, come on, Taberna. Oh, why didn't you go off on the mark? Come on. Yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, bringing up any event, really. But yeah, thanks for everybody tuning into the stream. Obviously, I appreciate all the support that's been given in the last like few months, and then obviously today as well too. If you haven't liked the stream, please give the stream a like. And if you also haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content on this channel. But yeah, with that said, we'll just obviously continue back with the stream. Oh, come on, get him. Come on, Hamlin. Oh, Cherry's gonna get there. Come on, get there, yes. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Just, I'm sure there's plenty of them you can pick, but yeah. Oh, got him. How's that a high tackle? Oh, no. Oh, Sparkman kick a goal? You bet he does. Oh. Alright, how we going in the chat? Here we go, Darcy in for a goal. Alright, can we get a goal within the next 27 seconds? We'll see how we go. Oh, not with that, we're not. Five people in the chat, thank you so much for the support. We'll go ahead and get stuck in the second half. Oh, this one looks alright. Oh, there we go, just enough over. Yeah, all good, Brady. If there's any questions you guys have in the chat, or just anything you want to talk about, feel free to put them in the chat and we can discuss with whatever you guys want to talk about. Whether if it's footy, whether if it's video games, movies, TV shows. I don't think I was talking about Squid Game on this channel yet. So if anyone wants to discuss Squid Games, also as well, if you are going to speak about it, please make sure to not have too many spoilers as well too, for those who have or have not watched it. Yeah, it's a good show. I actually really liked it. It was a bit jarring at first to get used to all the sinking, or the lip syncing, but once you get the hang of it, it wasn't too bad. But Prime Bont or Crips, probably Bont to be honest. I think Bont has probably played better footy, personally. And I think as well, I think you'll find that Bont will probably go on a lot longer than what Cripps will. Because Cripps, in a way, when like Judd went to Carlton, he never really had much like support his way. I was gonna miss. Damn. So I feel like in terms of that, that's probably one of the reasons why Chris Judd like retired when he did. Um, oh really? No, I knew straight away. It actually like I literally had to watch the whole entire first. Like I think I got 2/3 of the way through the first episode, and I went and did something else and came back, and it literally took me a couple of days to get my head around it to be comfortable with it. But I then restarted watching the first episode again, and then I was fine. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Prime Gorn is better than Prime Grundy. Um, I mean they are very close. You can definitely make a solid argument for both. Um, I don't know which one I'd pick to be honest. I think because we've seen more probably Prime Gorn than Grundy, it's probably a little bit hard to say, but um, I don't know. Especially when you say Prime, I feel like they're probably about the same, to be honest. Here we go. But no, I can definitely see that going both ways. That's for sure. Ooh, Cabinet. There we go. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh no, they're running away with it now. Alright, punch. Oh, thank God, sorry, I'm bet him. Oh, completely, didn't say these messages. I'm trying to talk to Kevin, that is why I'm joining on Fortnite on his party. What is UG's real name? I'm assuming you're talking about myself. My first name's Sean. Wait, what was that? About the hill thing. Oh, it's all good, mate. Yeah, it can be like that, Brody. Definitely can be like that. I mean, I'm just glad that we're just getting some games in now. Come on, give me an option. Oh. I had a link here. Oh, okay. How did you injure your leg? Jeez.
I'm back, guys.
All good.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I was having dinner.
Oh, he kicked us there. Wait, what's going on? Wait, why was Bulldogs in the chat for? Oh, for a team to play. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Troy. Oh no, Troy Adelaide.
My real name is Kevin. I'm not gonna go specific into my last name, Devon, but
Adelaide versus who? Just do the showdown. Adelaide, Port Adelaide. Or if you don't want to do two South Australian teams, do Adelaide and Brisbane. And there you go. Oh, if you want to change it up, probably do Adelaide Brisbane because I don't know, there's probably two teams that you may not have played before. Because you're saying you wanted something a bit different. No. Is it just me, or does it not feel like Friday? I don't know. Maybe being in a lockdown probably has that feeling. Because every day has, for what we've been in lockdown for, what, 3-4 months. Every day has probably felt like the same anyway. So you're probably not wrong there. But I think once we get back to a full structure of things, I think it'll start to feel normal again.
Leave
I reckon.
corridor.
Well, I think Taberna's 11. Oh, jeez. Hey, that's number 12. That's number 12 for Taberna. And if we're lucky, we might be able to get him for 13. No?
Oh, are you?
What's your difficulty? I think it's just the normal difficulty. Um, Alright, all good, mate.
Oh, depends on what type of
Is
gun
there
you
any
have.
questions you want to speak about, Kev, or anything you want to bring up?
Not really.
Maybe one thing we could talk about is, where do you see Dacos going in the draft in terms of like how it could play out? Yeah, I knew Walker was a low pick. Um, Everyone's big call for 2022. What, Degoe will finish top 10 in the Brownlow next year.
I only started playing Fortnite North because my workmates were playing.
There we go. Oh, really? So, Kev, do we know what team Brody supports? Because I don't think he's mentioned it in the chat yet. Brody, if you want to tell us what team you follow too, if you're a Collingwood supporter as well, that would be appreciated as well. Oh, you guys go for Collingwood, okay. Alright, well then that's probably the question I probably should be asking then. Where do you think Collingwood will finish next year?
12th. Oh, the Ninja Turtles. Shit.
11th, you reckon we'll win 9 games and then lose 13?
I reckon we'll win more than that potential.
That's probably sounds about right, to be honest. In terms of expectations, that's probably not far off. But I mean, obviously, I'm always going to support the team making the 8. You know, because obviously I'm going to support the team to do as well as possible. But I don't think it's that far off of an idea of us making finals, though. And obviously, you know, we finished 17th, so it's never going to be the popular opinion to say that, but because I mean, I feel like it would surprise me, but it wouldn't shock me if we make finals.
Yeah, I think as well, like it's...
Oh yeah, for sure. I reckon, yeah, we're in the... Yeah, if we don't make finals next year, we're in the year or two off. Because also as well, the other thing too is that, like, we don't know what, like, you know, so for example, say next year, we don't know who's going to be on offer when it comes to, like, players and stuff that want to get traded. Like, how, like, we could have a Chera, you know, equivalent that would say, hey, like, I want to be traded to Collingwood. That could, like, basically, like, take us to that whole new level. So you just never know in terms of where the list would be in 2-3 years. But I do feel that we are definitely not only going in a positive direction, but we're definitely going to be a lot better off than what people think. Because I find it so weird that people are expecting us to be bottom 4 for the next, like, 5-6 years. That's, if you look on Twitter, that's the popular opinion at the moment. But if you look at our list, and you look at even in 2020 how we made finals then, you know, and we had Trevor Phillips and Stevenson, but we've already replaced all those guys. And we've got guys that are replaced that will be, like, ready to go. Like, you're not gonna, like you don't think someone like a Lipinski can give an input like Trelaw. You don't think Dacos can give the same input as Flip. You don't think, and this might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe like Kruger can give him the same input as, say, someone like a Stevenson. Like, I mean, I don't know, I reckon. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Stevenson and Krug one's a bit of a, you know, they're not exactly the same player, but I'm sure you get what I mean, talent to talent. Because as long as we can get good ball delivery into our forward line, you know, Kruger should have a lot easier time to, you know, be kicking goals. And we know he's a workhorse, so he's going to work hard for it. Like, I'm really, really optimistic with Kruger, because even though people are looking at him saying, oh, this guy's not much, but I think that's just because he just hasn't had the opportunity. Read my last chat. Alright. I think we finished 11th in 2022, 9th in 2023, 5th in 2024, and 2025 a flag in 2026. That was roughly what I was, probably what was it, 2023, I probably wouldn't have us in ninth. I feel like we're going to be like 7th around there. But except for that, that's pretty much what I would have expected going forward. Because we can't underestimate how good of a coach Fly is. And granted, you can say that, you know, he hasn't coached an AFL game yet. How can you say he's a good coach? But if you look at his, you know, background in terms of how he's educated himself to become a good coach, you can't tell me that he doesn't have the best backings in terms of like a resume going around. And the fact that he's been around Lee Matthews, Malthouse, Hardwick, Clarkson, you know, all those guys were a part of premierships. So he's been a part of so many successful organisations.
Oh, fuck.
To tell me that he's not gonna... And yes, I don't expect it to happen straight away, but to not expect... to expect him to become a good coach. Like, I think... And he's already come in, he's already stamped his authority among the players. He's already called out guys like DeGoey and Grundy and all those types of players.
Hi, Bella.
He's already told, you know, the 1 to 3 years that, you know, don't expect to, you know, be guaranteed a game round 1, because if you ain't tackling, you are not playing. I think it's going to be a fantastic appointment of him being coach. I mean, I think Carlton have gotten better, but that's the thing, every club gets better. Except for maybe the bottom 4 sides. I mean, ironically, we were bottom 4. I mean, there are always some teams that don't improve. But, like, it's, you know, it's only a very few amount of teams that like, do improve. So, to say that, you know, such and such team has improved so they'll be better. But you kind of have to do a little bit more to improve your, like, you know, your position on the ladder, if that makes any sense. To just say that you've improved doesn't necessarily mean anything, because in theory, like, everybody will improve just that tad bit more. It's like even with Max Gorn the other day, he was quoted of like, oh, if we play off in the 2022 grand final tomorrow, we definitely won't be ready to go because we were playing 2021 football, and I feel like that's spot on, because your football that you play in 2021, it may not be good enough. Well, obviously, you know, you're doing games, but if you're going to be playing the grand final, you can't just...
I'm playing with Devin at the moment.
A new bag of tricks.
But if you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also check out Ultimate Greatness as well. Oh, one person else if they can play Fortnite, but I'm only playing with Devin, so...
Alright, fair enough.
No, it's like, it's good to make sure that they're subscribed to both our channels, because like, at least that way it'll be easier.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Taverner. Oh. Finals, Colts, or Prime Wolves. Jesus. I mean, yeah, if we're talking like 2018 Fox against Richmond, I don't know if I'm gonna compete for this, but I'd probably take Fox. Like, if you get him running and jumping in the ball, he is literally impossible. Like, he has shown that he can tear games apart, but that's... And again, I think that's also something that could be good for someone like Fly too, because he'll actually, you know, and I'm pretty sure Cox even said the other day when he signed his contract, is that Cox is already saying that Fly has been so good at educating the kids and educating the playing group. The fact that there will be that, they'll actually, and it's not like they weren't looking at game plans prior, but like the.
Don't know.
We actually get Cox to play in the forward line, and we tell him, hey, when you see the ball, run and jump at it. Don't just stand in a pack, because that doesn't do anybody except for the opposition. Except for the opposition, that doesn't do anyone good, or anyone any good. So.
Hi, hello.
Prime
We are the Teal Deal. How are you, mate?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I know, obviously, 5 has the brand line.
That's alright, mate.
I don't know, that's tough.
I'm good, man.
Probably 5. I'd only go 5, but only just. Especially if we're talking Prime. I feel like the thing that edges 5 over Penderbury for me is that he's got the aerial ability for one, which Penderbury doesn't really have. But then yeah, if you need someone to hit a target, Penderbury just doesn't miss. So I'd probably take, to be honest, I'd probably take 5 to just like. Oh no.
Okay. Oh, thanks, mate. No, really appreciate it. Pendles is a good player.
That is true. Penderbury did win a Norm Smith. I don't know, but that is tough. So, Kev, who would, if you had the choice between a Prime 5 or a Prime Penderbury, who are you taking?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah, but if you look at each other's games, and obviously as well, I mean, it's obviously clear that neither of these players are bad players. So you're not picking a dud and a star. They're both absolute stars, and easily future Hall of Famers. I think because 5 more, I feel like that's what gets him the nod over anybody else. Or at least with Penderbury, because Penderbury doesn't have the aerial presence. Jesus. But especially, yeah, if you're talking primes. Because, what do we know Penderbury for? We know Penderbury for just elite ball use, time and space, ability to kick a goal when it matters. Someone that. The only thing that Penderbury might have over 5, and I say might, is that Penderbury is always known to be very consistent. You don't ever see Penderbury having a bad game. So I don't know. Five to having many bad games as well, but like, and maybe Graz can let me know. Because even if Penderbury isn't your leading disposal getter every week, he's always like second or third, and you never
100%.
you never walk away from a game and say, "Geez, Penderbury had a bad game today."
Do I play one more game? I don't think my
But
work
then yeah,
makes
you're
on.
talking about prime, so like. Who would be the better like forward out of the two, or like if how does Fife go with like a set shot or like? I'd assume he's good on the run.
I'm gonna end my stream. Thank you for watching, guys. Please don't forget to leave a like and leave, unless if some other friends are coming on. They're on PlayStation, so if they are, then
Yeah.
I might join them. But if they're playing
Definitely
Fortnite,
Penderbury.
I might join them.
But the thing is, with Fife would have a better aerial presence, wouldn't he?
Oh, you say so.
Yeah. Like, because you've never seen Penderbury take the mark, or take like a specky at least. Has he ever taken a specky? Let me do a quick search on YouTube. Let's just type Penderbury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever, at least like a full-on like specky. I don't think he's ever. He almost took Mark of the Year in 2014. Really? Alright, I'm gonna look it up. 2014.
Yeah. You are.
Was it in Sydney? Because there's a high
My
voltage
fire, the one desire, please. When I say I want it that way, but we. Alright guys, I might end my stream. I might either play a different game or something. Doesn't look like they're gonna be playing. If they do, I might redo another stream. Jonathan Brown or Nick Rewalt? Well, I say Jonathan Brown. Because he's a three-time premiership player. As a player, Jonathan Brown. But yeah, look, please like the stream. Also check out Ultimate Greatness, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe and share our videos and our streams. And yeah, like it's all good. I don't know what's happening with the others tonight, if they're playing or not. Doesn't look like they are, so until next time, see you guys.